Hello my students, I am Shantanu. Welcome back to my channel again. With reference to my previous class, the class will be about error corrections based on pronouns. You are well aware that SSC CGL exam will be held next month. So this pronoun based error corrections is very important for the upcoming SSC CGL exam. So without missing any of my video, kindly keep watching my videos regularly, subscribe to my channels and also press the notification bell icon for more such videos. So without wasting any more time, I'm going to start my class. Before starting the class, I should say that if you have any queries regarding any part of this class, you can make your comments in the comments box and certainly give reply. So here I am going to start my class. Kindly have a close glance over the board. Now look over the first question. One should keep his promise if he wants respect. Again I am repeating. One should keep his promise if he wants respect. Now be careful about one thing, that one is an indefinite pronoun. Whenever we are going to use the pronoun, so we cannot write or say he or she or something like that. We have to say something like that, one or once as per sentence. So one is particularly, if I just this to a little extent, one is called the indefinite pronoun. Indefinite pronoun. So in that case, when one is there, we cannot write his or her or something like that. So the mistake here is lying here and also lying here. Okay. So instead of his, it is called the possessive pronoun. So we can say once. Here it will be one. One can be tagged. One can be replaced with one or once as per sentence. One can be replaced with one or once as per sentences. So this type of question can be given. So the answer may be given in the option. So you have to chalk out the. Sometimes two mistakes can also be given. So you should not be confused over that. If two mistakes are given, options will also be like that. So you should not be confused about all this. But be careful about what I have said. Whenever the indefinite pronoun one is there, it can be replaced or it can be said like this. That means you have to write either once or one as per the sentence or syntactical out. This does not mean that you will write he or he. It cannot be the case. Now, if I just go through the next question, there is none who can support you in this crucial task. Now, it is also one kind of indefinite pronoun. That is none. None is also an indefinite pronoun. Now, be careful about one thing. Whenever we are going to break this, into a relative pronoun, so after noun or nobody, that is generally used. So instead of who, that will be used. So here the mistake is, means we have written who. None, nobody, all are indefinite pronouns. So in that case, if it is indefinite pronouns, so to replace it with some relative clause, that will be to use relative clause, relative clause or pronoun, we can say that we use. Instead of, so this is the mistake here. Otherwise, there is no mistake in this part or in any other part. Now, if I just go over the next question, I was driving under the bridge as a football hit my window. Now, if you just look over the question, you will find that there is some kind of time mentioned here. But whenever time is going to be mentioned, we can use when as an interrogative pronoun. But here, instead of when, we have written as. So this should be omitted. Instead of as, when will be used. So this is the mistake. Okay. When is called the interrogative pronoun. So this will be the answer here. So as will be the incorrect one. Now, if I just go for the next question, we must supplement our diet with vitamins to keep ourselves fit. Now, be careful of one thing. If I just talk about ourselves, themselves, or something like that, be careful that self is the singular one. When we are going to like it, we should say selves. Remove S-E-L-V-E-S. This is the plural form. Okay. Basically, ourselves or themselves can be an emphatic pronoun or reflexive pronoun depending on the sentence construction. So, ourselves, the spelling is like this. But if you write ourselves, it will be incorrect. This means here the mistake is lying here. So instead of ourselves, S-E-L-V-S will be the answer. Now, if we just go through the next question, you cannot change people, but definitely you can change own. Now, there is no mistake in the application of you. You have two forms, particularly here. That means first you is used. No, the case is not like that. Here you is used. Subjective one. You has two forms generally. You can say that objective case, subjective case. From this, it has two more forms. They are actually possessive pronoun and double possessive pronoun. But here there is no mistake in the application of you. But still there is a mistake in the application of own. Own may function as adjective or something like that. But still own cannot be used here. Functions as adjective in some cases. My own house is called an adjectival pronoun. My own job, something like that. If I say my own house or my own job, my own house, my own job, here own is functioning here as an adjectival pronoun. So in that case we can use own. Even here it is used here as an adjective. But whenever you are going to write such sentences, you cannot change people, but definitely you can change yourself. That means self-work must be added. But here, instead of the self-work, we have written own. Own should not be the answer. So the mistake lies here. Okay. This means own mistake lies here. Instead of change your, you have to convert this own into yourself. And here yourself will be functioning here as reflexive pronoun, not an emphatic pronoun. That means yourself will be the answer. Okay. Now if I just go over the last question, the guest whom we are talking about have arrived at my relative. Now be careful about one thing. If I just write this sentence, we are going to break guest into a relative clause or relative pronoun. But be careful, have is an auxiliary verb, this is the main verb, again another verb is there. So, but whom is actually the objective form. If we consider guest is the subject, we can use have. But still we then are. If we consider are, where is the subject? The subject is missing. So if we consider guest, we can think have is the subject here. But if we consider are, so there is no subject, because whom cannot be the subject, whom is the objective form, who can be the subject. So here the mistake lies here. The guest whom we are talking about. So here it is functioning here as the objective form we have written. That means whenever you are going to write this word as objective, so if I consider guest is the subject, then it is the verb. It is the verb. Then here, where is the verb? There is no verb. So this is not the right way of making or forming English sentences. But the right sentence will be like this. The guest. Now we can break it. Who have arrived are my relatives. Okay. Now be careful. I have broken this guest with the help of who, and who is a subjective form, but here whom is functioning the objective form. So if we write the objective form, then we cannot get the verb, we cannot get the subject of this clause or verb are. But here we can say that this is the subject, this is the verb, again this is the subject, and here is the verb. So the mistake lies here. Now if we just look over the overall question, the mistake in the first question, the mistake lies here. 1 and 1 should be the answer. In the second question, that's not instead of 2, that should be the answer. I was driving under the bridge when some time is going to be mentioned. When should be used? When is functioning as an interrogative pronoun. Though it is functioning in the hard-force English, it is functioning here as a linker, but still apparently when is called the interrogative pronoun. Now we must supplement our diet. Here is the mistake. SELF cannot be the singular, SELVS will be the singular. So if I just go to the next question, own is functioning here as adjective, adverb, not adjective. Own can be an adjective in some other sentence, but here it is functioning as an adverb. Now you have to write some reflexive, you can say reflexive pronoun or reflexive pronoun in this sentence, not emphatic pronoun. That means self-word has two basic functions, emphatic or reflexive. So here you have to write the reflexive pronoun. So the right answer will be yourself. Again, we have already told you what is what. So whom should be the wrong one. So the sentence will be like this: the guest who have arrived. So if you have any problem regarding any part of this video, you can make your comments in the comments box. If you think my videos are useful, you can share my video with the person you get most. So kindly keep watching for my next. Keep watching my video. particularly the videos that I am showing every day on the upcoming SSC CGL exam. So kindly keep waiting for my next class.